Hey Super Cruisers, it's Frank and Kevin from Cruising with Wheels.
Today we're helping all those handy-capable cruisers out with helpful apps.
Able travelers kind of take for granted the ease at which they can travel around, but we able challenged need the same ease, and thankfully there are smartphone apps to help us.
The first one that we found is the Flush Toilet Finder. Now, a little story real quick. I thought when we were doing preparation for this video that it was the Flush Toilet Reminder. I was like, who needs to remind to flush their poop? But anyways, this app, the Flush Toilet Finder, is one of Frank's most favorite apps, and it's one of his most important issues. Okay? When you're traveling to an unfamiliar place and you need to use a bathroom, where do you go? Instead of asking strangers where to find the nearest accessible restroom, simply boot up your smartphone, which it should already be booted up, and use the Flush Toilet Finder app. Flush is just one among a sea of toilet finding apps, but what sets it apart is it's the largest database of more than 100,000 locations. Many of these are listed as accessible. So we suggest downloading this app. I even want to have a potty app.
Because when you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Now the next one on the list that we found, and I'm amazed because most of these I didn't even know. And again, I'm not tech savvy, but it's exciting to find this out. It's called Be My Eyes app. Now, Be My Eyes is a truly extraordinary app designed for the blind. The app pairs visually impaired users with a sighted volunteer. Now, they will relay a description of the image seen through the user's smartphone camera. The service is provided free of charge, and the volunteer assistance allows those with limited vision to navigate unfamiliar places and gain a new perspective of their surroundings.
I mean, it's really, really, really kind of cool. Next up is Roger Voice. For travelers who have trouble hearing when making a telephone call, Roger Voice is an app available on iOS and Android smartphones that captions your phone calls in real time. I mean, how cool that we live in a world with this technology. Again, the app is free to use and transforms mobile voice calls into a much more accessible text format for those hearing challenged. The app's speech recognition software is advanced and can dictate calls in multiple languages. With Roger Voice, deaf and hard of hearing people can once again make use of the telephone.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's not just for texting.
I know. Now the next one is I've heard of, probably the only one I've heard of.
We've used.
Yes, and it's Skype. With just a Wi-Fi connection, the Skype app for iPhone and Android allows you to unlock calling to anywhere in the world. Pay as you go or sign up for a low-cost monthly plan. If your friends use Skype, calling another Skype user is free, no matter where you are. The Skype app also makes video calling possible between iPhone, Android, and Windows phone users. No discrimination.
No discrimination. Google Translate is next on our list, and this app has a lot of great features, including the ability to translate written text in real time. Just point the phone's camera at the foreign language text you do not understand, and the app will present an English translation. Isn't that cool?
I think that's one of the coolest. The next one on the list is also exciting, and that's Pill Reminder. The Pill Reminder app is by MediSafe, and it's the most full-featured medication tracker, reminder, and alert app available. All of the app's most important features are free, including unlimited schedule reminders, tracking, and refill reminders. The app is also a great resource for caregivers, travel companions, and family members who will assist you with managing your care.
Next on our list is Google Maps. Now, Google Maps has wonderful listings for accessibility. For those of you, whether you're walking or rolling and riding the city buses, using the subways, taking trains, Google Maps connects you with the information that you'll need. It's got great resource for public transit schedules, stop locations, and they're all loaded already on the app. And they also include information on business hours and addresses and telephone numbers for local businesses that you're visiting.
Awesome. The next one on the list is Road Trippers. Yep, we've talked about this before, but we've got to mention it again. A large database of points of interest, attractions, restaurants, hotels, and more allows travelers to consider every option. While the app doesn't report on the wheelchair accessibility of these places, other apps and websites can be used to supplement this one and connect them together. When visiting a new city, always check Road Trippers to learn about little-known places that might be worth visiting.
So do you need a ride? If you do, there are some taxi apps out there. Now, the wheelchair accessible Uber Wave, or as it's known, wheelchair accessible vehicles, and Lyft access services are available in a select group of cities in the United States and abroad, believe it or not, including cities like Boston, Houston, New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. There's another app called Z-Trip, and they provide wheelchair taxis through their app in many cities around the country. Now, the Curb app is currently only available for wheelchair taxi bookings in New York City, but we expect them to broaden their horizons in the near future.
Well, everything starts in New York. Next on the list are airline apps. A multitude of airlines. Now, many airline apps allow travelers, to book flights, monitor flight delays, check in for a flight, and collect mobile boarding passes. Some airlines even make it possible to request wheelchair and disability assistance through their app.
Thanks, Delta. Now, there's a myriad of hotel apps out there, and the hotel mobile apps let you research prices quickly and easily. Some hotels are adding an exciting new feature to their apps, the mobile key. With a mobile key, you can open your hotel room door with a tap of your smartphone rather than inserting a key card into the slot. This makes traveling easier and more accessible for people with disabilities, believe it or not.
And at the end of the day, when you get in that hotel room, after you've gotten out of the airport and you're all tired, food delivery apps. That's right. Uber Eats has been accessible from the start. Uber Eats is the largest, but you can also use Seamless, Grubhub, DoorDash, and Postmates. Whether you want top quality Italian food, I do, frozen yogurt, I don't, or just a Big Mac from McDonald's, you do, these apps make delivery to your door or hotel room an option. And this, I got to tell you, this was an absolute eye-opening lesson for me and all the technology we have at our fingertips using our smartphones as we travel.
See, your phone is your friend.
I know, you keep telling me that, and especially to help all of us in the handy-capable world.
We want to thank you for joining us for this video today, and remember, hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you can get notifications of when our videos go live and when we go live.
Remember, we're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
And remember to always
travel safe
and cruise often.